All right.
Hey everybody,
My,
this is Malik Foster Travels here. I'm back with another video here, and I am with our lovely guest. Her name is Precious. Precious, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, where you are, and maybe your tribe.
okay, my name is Precious Osaro. I'm from Nigeria, to be precise, Delta/Edo States. And I work as a virtual assistant and also I studied biology. Think that's a little bit about me.
Okay,
So what else do you want to know?
okay, okay, Precious. We're interviewing you today so we can know a little bit more about maybe some of the culture and dating in Nigeria. So maybe you can tell us what's dating like for women in Nigeria. Are there any cultural norms or expectations that stand out?
Yeah, when it comes to like dating, it depends on the places because each state, each either is north and south, they have their own religion and culture. So your religion and culture comes to terms in how you date. So for instance, when it comes to the east parts of Nigeria, they are mostly Christian or traditionist. So
Mhm.
they have their own culture, they have the way they behave, the way they dress, and it affects the way they date. So, like you are from the East, they have like a cultural thing. You respect your man, you do like the way they do their thing is different. Then when it comes to the North itself, they are all mostly Muslim. They are mostly Muslims and they have their own cultures too. They go to the mosque, they do their own thing differently. And if you are a man there, you can marry more than one wife. But in the East, if you are a Christian, you're supposed to marry one wife. Why? Unless you are a traditionist, you are capable of marrying more than one wife. And when it comes to dating, I feel like it's individual different because sometimes it doesn't matter where and how they brought you up, how your culture is. People just do things on their own. So I feel like it's individual difference.
Okay,
So it depends on the perspective you come into. Like people are just different when it comes to dating. They might even adapt some characters of the Europeans, but they are in Nigerians. So yeah, it's just individual differences.
okay, I
Yeah.
understand. So people in the north, it's more
Of moving.
poly relationships, but if you're in the south, it's more maybe just a single person, a mono relationship. Okay, I understand. So that leads me into my next question. What's the most common misconception people have about dating in Nigeria, especially for a woman?
Common misconception, they always say experience is more often is the best. But at this moment, I've not really met people that like have that kind of misconception about Nigeria. But one thing I know on Bigo, people always say they like Nigerian girls, they like money. And I'm like, man, what do you expect them to use to take care of themselves? Yeah, everybody like money. Or will you let other man take care of you? Because in our place, the man take care of them. Like there's nothing like 50-50 here. The man do the man job and the woman do the woman job. And we feel like you're the man, you have to like bring money to the house. Though your wife is your helpmate, not her trying to bring, oh, you want to pay rent. The rent is like 100K. Okay, bring 50. Let me bring 50 for us to pay the rent. You want to buy foodstuff. Foodstuff is like 100,000. Okay, bring 50 and let me bring 50. That means at the end of the day, you are doing 50-50. That means in the night, you're going to wake up and watch the baby nyash when the baby poo because you cannot expect a woman to do 50-50 with you and still be a woman. She'll go to the work and come
Okay,
back.
So let's
And
talk about that 50-50 part. So what is
mm,
okay if the man's doing 100% of financing, what is the woman's role
yeah.
working? Like what does she do to help?
The woman take care of the household, and if she decide like there are things she wants to buy that the husband is not around, she brings her money, do the things normally, but it's not like something you is a must that she will do it. She have her own money, she can help her man out as she chooses to, she can do other things. But the thing is, the way the Europeans, the abroad thing, the Westerners take it like it's a must. That like you people have already planned it, that it's going to be 50-50. She brings 50 and you brings 50. It doesn't work with like that over here. Over here, the men pay the bills. They just feel like it's my responsibility to take care of my home. But the wife help our choice. She can go to the market and buy things. She can assist, like, but it's not obligated to her to have to pay everything. But as a family, you people know how to run your home. You can assist your husband with your own money. It depends on how you guys plan it, but it's not like it's going to be like 50-50 thing. Because
So
most of the time,
but
it can be
Nigerian
60 from
women
the
can help,
woman. And,
right?
hmm?
Like a Nigerian woman can help her man. Like let's say like he's struggling or he needs something.
Yeah, of course. You just know hear what I said. I said most of the time, it can even be that the man is 30 and the woman is 60. So,
Oh, okay.
this 50, there's no 50-50 things because sometimes it just switches. It depends on the situation and what is happening at that moment in that family. So, but they don't do 50-50 here. Most
Well,
of the people,
let me defend my Westerners. 50-50 is more common because I think the cost of living is expensive. Like, like if a man and woman are earning the same amount in the country, basically, and it's not a big gap, how do you expect like let's say you're making the same amount as me, Precious, and our bills are about the same. How do you expect me to be paying 100% of my bills and 100% of your bills when you're making just as much as me? So you're actually adding a more stress and liability to me if you're just sitting there, especially if I don't make enough to take care of both of us. That is the thing. Like a lot of people's partners, they don't make enough to take care of each other exclusively on one income. So I think that's the way the 50-50 comes in to play. And a lot of guys, they feel like, well, women are making just as much as us, and then they expect you to do all this, and they're just eating from every aspect. They're eating from their job, they're eating from the men, they're eating from everywhere. They're eating from too many places. So it's really easy street for ladies in the West, honestly. And from that standpoint, in my opinion, if they do the things.
yeah, yeah. Before I forgot what you said, sorry for cutting you short. You said when you both are earning the same amount of money. The thing you forgot is when a woman is working, do you really think she's going to disturb a man to buy her clothes, buy her this, buy her shoes? No, that is part of the expenses she do. She
Yeah.
don't need to ask her man, please, I want to make my hair, I want to buy my clothes. But sometimes the man just chooses to do it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you
Do
could
you
choose to
understand?
help your lady out.
So at the end of the day, she
Yeah.
have her money. She's working for her to reduce stress for her man. But nevertheless, she's not doing that for them to be doing 50 things because she will take care of herself, and that's already reducing stress for the man. When you take care of yourself and all that, your man is not going to bother to buy you clothes. He's not going to bother that you'll be hungry because you have your own money to spend. He's not going to bother that, oh, you want to buy this. So you doing all that for yourself is already reduce a lot of stress for him.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's not 50-50. It's just like you have the opportunity to take care of yourself and still be with your man.
Well, it is
So
50-50 because like if you and
how?
like I said before, if you and I are making the same amount of money, right? And the bill, let's say the bills are a certain way, and I might need help with it and you help me, that's a 50-50 situation because we're talking about just the bills, right? Clothes, shoes, and all that other stuff is something totally different. But we're just talking about the bills, the things we need to survive as a couple or whatever
Yeah.
have you. It just makes it easier because imagine I'm paying 100%, or say if you're a single lady in the West, you got to pay 100% of bills. But if a man's there to alleviate a good portion of that burden for you, that makes your life easier. So you can focus on the kids. You can focus on the other stuff you want to focus on, maybe goals and dreams or aspirations. So, I mean, a lot of people look down on it, but I feel like more so it should be 100. You give 100% the best you can, and the other person give 100% best they can, regardless of salaries, incomes, and skills and whatnot. I think that's the best approach. But we could go into the next.
God will help me and you today, King.
Hmm.
Because the network is fucking us up.
No, it was okay. Now it's messed up. It was okay until you said something. Okay, okay, you're back, you're back. So let me ask you the next question. How do Nigerian women typically meet their potential partners? Through families, friends, or maybe dating apps?
How did I do what?
How do Nigerian women typically meet their partners, like boyfriends, husbands, through family, friends, or dating apps?
Yeah, it
Maybe.
depends. Like, it differs. Some people meet then through friends, family and friends, while you can meet them in the party, like when you go to weddings and all that. And you can meet too through maybe you just walking on the street,
Um,
and some people meet, it depends. And yeah, dating sites too works like Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, so different. It differs. So many people have this different stories on how they meet their man. Some is like high school situation, like you people went to the same high school but never talked. After some years, you started talking. Some people met in the university, some people met when they went for youth service. So it just differ. Yeah, there are a lot of places you can meet your wife or your partner.
okay. All right. Since we're talking about that, what's the most important quality Nigerian women look for in a partner and why?
To talk about like because my own quality differs from my sister's quality, and we
Okay.
are we
No,
are
no,
from the
no.
same mother. Her quality is different from me, so you will not say
Okay.
the question supposed to be like, what quality do you need in a man, and not what quality the Nigerian women need, because I feel like we are different people and different taste, different choice. I'm my choice and my friend and married choice is different. She just like people men that are handsome, and me, I'm like, if you are okay, handsome, fine. All I just need is be capable, be ready, be kind, be supportive in each other's goals. Because
What's
I
the
have
most
my own
important
goals.
one though? What's the most important one? Just name one. You only get one. The most important.
One,
Yeah, what's the most important one?
I would say the most important one is be kind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That's a good
be
club.
kind. I would have said God fearing, because if you are kind and God fearing, you will not be able to want to hurt or do bad to that lady.
Mhm.
Even though you guys are passing through misunderstanding and all that, you will not want to do things that will hurt her. So when you are kind and lovely and God fearing, you have some fear of God in you. You don't do some certain things. So,
Okay, I understand that. Let's talk about a little bit how family and society plays a role in relationships in Nigeria. So, how does family and society expectations influence dating and relationships for women in Nigeria?
when you mean by family and society expectation, like when you are like 14, 16, don't talk to any man. And now you are 28, 29, they'll start asking you, when are you getting married? And then they started giving you pressures like, are you not going to bring someone to the house? But this is you back, like you will now look back like 5 to 6 years ago. They were holding you like, who is this guy you're talking to? Who is this guy you're doing this? Like the morals depends on the family you come from though. Because there are some certain things you don't do, even though you are doing it, you just hide it, like you don't show it out because you come from a family like you don't have to do this, don't have to do this. You don't have to be exposing yourself when you're going out. You have to be respectful. You don't have to do some certain things because of the family you come from.
Okay.
Even when you need to do it, you do hide it. I remember the first time I pierced my nose, I was in school and I was going back home. I have to remove everything and because I pierced down of this place and up here, and
Mm.
I was going home for a holiday. I have to remove everything because I come from a very Christian home that you don't even wear trousers then.
So what
Either
happens if you do those things? They're just gonna yell at you, or what happened?
and then when I was then maybe they'll be like, you grown up now, you're gonna pay your own bills, you're gonna pay your own school fees, you're gonna do this since you've grown up and started doing all this nonsense. And I do not want that. I was in school, they are paying my school fees, feeding me, doing a lot of things, and you're going home. You don't have to wear trouser. You don't have to. But now my mom is like, do what you like. Now she don't care if even though you put on anything that is
Mm.
exposing your body, she just look at you and be like, you are older now, you take care of yourself, you feed me too. So I don't care what you wear because I know I've trained you. I know you've adapt some things to take care of yourself and be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My next question for you is, what's the most memorable or funniest dating experience you've had or heard about in Nigeria?
What's most what?
The most memorable or funniest dating experience you've had or heard about?
Dating experience that the memorable one, the one I've had, I think the girl that killed her boyfriend
Ooh.
for after like they have dated for 7 years. And the most funniest one is the cheating part. The way when you're dating a guy, let me give you an example. I remember my friend then back then we were going to school and she left her boyfriend's house. She left her boyfriend's house. She went to school with me because she was my roomie. And she was like, she was suspecting the guy. And the guy like said, babe, don't come to the house. I'm going somewhere with the guys. And I'm not gonna come back for about 3 days. And she's like, nah, I'm going to surprise this guy. I know that this guy, the instinct, she knows that something is going on. And she left the house and went to her boyfriend's place. She knocks, and lo and behold, everything she said, like everything she was feeling, was the truth. The guy lied that he was traveling, but he wasn't. He was at home with another woman that came to visit. So, so it was like funny and sad at the same time.
Oh,
But
wow.
after like some years, we got to like use that and laugh over it and be like, when she went there, she just like, she came in and the guy was like surprised, like, what are you doing here? And the girl was like, I came to see you. I thought you traveled. That kind of stuff. A lot happened. Like, exactly. She was like, the situation is funny now, but then it wasn't. She was sad.
Okay,
because
there you go.
after that situation, she broke up with the guy. But it happens, and after years, when we want to talk about it, we'll be like, hmm, if you want to get your heart break when your boyfriend said, do not come, just go.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
So,
Let me ask you this then. How do Nigerian women navigate the balance between traditional values and modern dating trends?
like I said, some girls do not send, like, they do not send whatever modern traditional value and all that. They just do what they like to do. Doesn't matter the place they come from, they just behave the way they want to behave, the way they choose to behave. While others have it in them, like that moral is still them in them. They don't want to misbehave when they remember where they are from. They just, you know, do the right things. So
Mm,
people are just different. The thing I learned about traditional value and culture with the modern days is just choose the one that suits you and the one you feel like it's right. I tell
mhm,
myself that. And then it depends on the situation, and sometimes you don't have to judge people because people pass through situations that make them do things they did not dream about doing. They
mhm.
did not dream about doing. It's just like having a job. You went to school and end up going to someone's house and start cleaning. And you are a graduate. You studied some course. You studied business. You studied accounting. You study chemistry, and you come out with like second class upper, first class upper, and you find yourself doing cleaning job. Did you plan when you were going to school, spending money, paying school fees and all that? Were you planning that you will end up being a cleaner? No. So sometimes situation bring people to do things they don't want to do, but they just use it to for the meantime to pass time. So I just feel it's the individual difference on how you adopt the tradition, the culture now and old.
Okay, interesting. So let me ask you this. What's one piece of dating advice you would give a foreign man trying to date a Nigerian woman who's interested in dating a Nigerian woman?
The advice I would give a foreign man that
Hmm.
want to date a Nigerian woman: be sincere and genuine. Know what you want. Observe too, because the way people are good over here, that's the way people have their motives that they just want to take from you. But there are some genuine people over there. So observe and be sincere on what you want. I don't know, some people comes to play. So if you really want to date someone, our people, our women, what I've noticed, they like men that are genuine. They are honest, like bring your A game and be truthful, like this is what I want. And you just go for it. Not going for me and going for the other person. And that's when the girl will say, okay, if you can play, I can play too. Let's two of us play the game. That's when it's messed up.
Hey, tit for
So,
tat is not.
mm,
I said tit for tat is not nice. You don't need to be doing
yeah,
that.
it happens. And when the girl notice, the girl will be like, okay, this is what we are doing now. If you can play, I can play too. Let's play the game together. And she'll pretend as if she don't know you're doing something different. And she will be doing you and other people. And sometimes she show it. So be sincere and truthful. Know what you want. Know what you want. Don't be confused. Don't be confused when you see, because we are pretty. Nigerian women are pretty. So you will see this one today, you be like, she look beautiful. And you see another one, be like, oh, she's pretty. You don't know the one you want to go for. So
Right.
just know what you want and be sincere. And You will enjoy them.
Okay.
When they know you, you're kind, you're sincere, even though they are trying to do some bad things, I think they're gonna be like, this person have shown me some kind of love and I don't want to let go. Have you seen a situation when you want to just play around but you end up falling in love?
Yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
It happens very well. So that's why it's good to treat people right because she might be wanna play but end up falling for you. So be sincere, know what you want, be kind.
Mhm.
Like I said, I always say this kindness. It helps you a lot to overcome some things. So yeah. I think
Okay.
I've given you a lot of instance and
Yeah, you're
yeah.
giving me a lot of insight on that. So let's switch it up a little bit. How do Nigerian women handle dating, red flags, or toxic relationships and culture?
Like I said before, it's individual different. You cannot expect me the way I handled
Okay,
a
how do you handle it? How do you handle
a
it?
dating. What's the question again? How do I handle a cheating
How do you
or
handle dating, red flags, or toxic relationships?
toxic relationship? I just go. I just let it, I move on.
Just run.
I first of all move on
Okay.
emotionally before I move out of that toxic relationship. I do not stay on toxic relationship. It's very bad to stay on toxic relationship. Either emotional abuse, physical abuse, any of it is not nice because it
Mhm.
mess your memory up, it mess your brain up that your next relationship, even when the person is doing good, you just use your past relationship to judge that person.
Mhm.
So when you are in an emotional abuse relationship, it affects you and you will not know it until you are in another relationship and you will be putting that habit of your old relationship to that new relationship and you won't even know. You'll be like, even though when it's like, baby, I'm going to sleep, you say, are you sure you're going to sleep? Or you going to somewhere like that kind of thing can actually mess your new relationship up, even when the guy is good.
Yeah,
So
some of that past trauma and everything.
everything. So
Uh,
what I do is if I notice a toxic relationship, I try to talk to you about it. First of all, I have a stage. The first stage is talking about it. This thing you're doing, I do not like it. And if it continue happening, that is a consistent thing you're doing, I move on. First, I detach myself emotionally from you. I might be talking to you, but I'm not here. And then I just end up breaking up with you overnight.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then. If you could change one thing about dating culture in Nigeria, what would it be and why?
If I can change a dating culture in Nigeria,
Yeah, if you could change one thing.
how will I change? I think I have to say if I have to change a dating culture, what culture are they really dating? Because I think I would change dating for a long time without marriage. There are some people that just date like 8 years, 6 years, you're still in a relationship,
8 years.
not married.
It's just 8 years is a long
Yeah,
time. Who does?
yeah, it is.
I think I've heard it about that before, but like I feel like once you get to five or more, it's like okay, you either get married or you gotta go. But that's just my opinion. Like 5 years is a long time, you know, in terms of like if you're especially if you're in the same country and whatnot, 5 years is too long. You're right there. You might as well. So that's how I feel. Is there anything else you would like to add to that question, or are you good?
No, I'm good because I'm like thinking of what else can I change? What else? I think nothing. Nothing. Like I said, someone, okay, let me give you a two different scenario of relationship.
All right.
Then you will see what I'm saying, that is individual. Like someone is dating and they are long distance. They are in the same country, but maybe they live in different states.
Yeah, okay.
And someone is dating in the same states. You guys see each other at least twice, three times, or four times in a week. You
Mm,
see, the one dating distance, you do not know their character, you do not know the way they behave, what triggers the hunger, how they
mm.
can handle stress and not transfer aggressions to you.
Right.
But on the other hand, this one knows how the man react to things, how, because sometimes they sleep like 1 week, they stay together like 1 week because they are in the same state. They are
Hmm.
not it's not a long distance relationship. So the different character and qualities are different because they might find the faults, the weakness, the strong of each other because they stay together for 1 month. Sometimes they live together for 1 week, and it's bound for you to see some things you don't like that your partner is doing. So it's different. Like I said, they are different. So that's why you need to like interview people, and when you are interviewing them, tell them to say their own opinion, not Nigerian women in general, because her own opinion and my opinion might be different case, and you can, get some point from it and work with it. So
Right. Okay. Well, I would like to thank you, Precious, for your time and energy. We appreciate you. Do you want to say any last words, or where can the people find you? Social media, if you want to give that out, or just any last.
yeah, I'll give my TikTok out. You can find me at Sarah Precious 23 on TikTok, and on Instagram, Pretty Precious 1925. I guess that's it. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm glad. Bye
Appreciate
bye.
it. This concludes our interview. Y'all can find me at Malik M. Foster on all social media handles. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for your time. Peace.
Peace out.